When I saw my wife kissing her ex-husband in the corner of the wedding hall, I froze. For a heartbeat, I forgot I was still married. But those few suspended seconds made me question everything. My past, my choices, my reality. She wasn't in a wedding dress, yet she looked like a bride. And in that moment, everything inside me shifted. But that was only the beginning of the night. Vera and I had been married for 19 years. 2 daughters, a beautiful home, stable careers. We looked like a picture-perfect family. I had just been promoted to CFO and was preparing to fly to Germany for a critical merger. Coincidentally, Carol's wedding was that same weekend. Carol, Vera's best friend, had once survived death, heartbreak, and betrayal. This wedding marked her redemption. Vera was one of the bridesmaids. I didn't want to go. The $2 billion deal was my priority. Vera was furious. She didn't speak to me. That night, I slept in the guest room. The silence between us was deafening. Sia, I caught a glimpse of something behind Vera's anger, an emotion I couldn't quite name. But it stirred something uneasy in me. This isn't just a fight, my gut warned. This is the beginning of a breakdown. The next morning, I knocked on her door before leaving. She didn't open. I love you, I said softly. No reply. On the way to the airport, I texted. No response. I called the girls, asking them to watch over their mom. My instinct screamed that something was off. And then it happened. Hours after landing, my CEO called. The meeting was cancelled. The other CEO had a family emergency. I called for a car and headed to Chicago ahead. I could still make it to the wedding reception, maybe fix things. What I didn't know was that the real heartbreak hadn't begun. The wedding venue was glowing. Music, lights, chatter. I ordered a double bourbon at the bar. Then I saw her. She was laughing, touching someone's arm with ease. At first, I couldn't see his face. But as they stepped into the light, my breath stopped. It was Clayton, Vera's ex-husband, the man who once shattered her. Now, there he was, whispering in her ear, making her laugh. He'd been invited as a distant cousin of the bride. Alone. No wife. This isn't just dancing, I muttered. But inside, another voice hissed, there's more. Vera's cheeks were flushed. Her eyes sparkled. She looked radiant. She'd clearly been drinking, but I'd never seen her this relaxed, this magnetic, this open. Then it happened. She took Clayton's hand and led him away, toward a side hallway. I followed, hidden by shadows. The door to the room they entered didn't close completely. A crack remained, enough to see what no husband should ever see. I didn't just watch. I captured it. Photos, video, undeniable proof. But the worst hadn't come yet. I stayed at my phone. The footage was there. I typed. My meeting was cancelled. Thought I'd surprise you. Turns out I wasn't the only one with a surprise. I won't be home. Our marriage ends tonight. I hit send. Across the room, I saw Vera glance at her phone. Her face turned pale. She whispered something to Clayton, then bolted toward the door. She spotted me. Tony, wait. I turned. I didn't speak. I walked away. She ran after me but couldn't catch up. I got in the car and drove into the night. For hours later, I stopped at a gas station. Exhausted, emotionally wrecked. I opened Facebook, changed my relationship status, married, single. I posted 2 photos, her and Clayton, kissing. And one sentence. My wife of 19 years is celebrating a second chance with her ex-husband. As for me, I'm moving forward. My phone erupted. Comments, messages, calls. Vera's texts came flooding in. Please come back. I can explain. It's not what it looks like. Even my daughters called. Not to defend her, but to ask me to talk. But my decision was final. That night, Vera cried until she passed out in a hotel room. Her friends picked her up the next day. I had already returned to Nashville. I placed my wedding ring on the table with a note. No explanations needed. Let the lawyer speak. You go your way, I'll go mine. But that wasn't the last betrayal Vera would face. Clayton had lied. He wasn't divorced. His wife, after seeing the photos, outed Vera on social media. She lost me. Then she lost him. In court, I stayed calm. Our assets were technically in debt, but my stock options hadn't been finalized. My lawyer ensured they were off limits. Months later, the merger was complete. The stock exploded. A year later, I retired. At 42, I built a foundation and a new life. That's when I met Cheryl. She was 28. She didn't just love me, she taught me how to love myself again. We married after a year. When our daughter Jolene was born, my world was reborn too. 3 years later, I saw Vera again at our daughter's graduation. She stood alone. Her eyes held oceans of regret. She looked at Cheryl and sighed. I lost everything, she whispered. I gave her the truth. You made your choice. So did I. Today, I own that old house again, but it's filled with peace, laughter, and real love. Vera is still alone. Clayton's gone. She's trying to rebuild. But some ruins don't rise again.